To laugh often and much, and to win the respect of intelligent people, the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, appreciate beauty, and find the best in others, and leaving the world a little better, whether it's by a healthy child or a garden patch or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is the meaning of success.
It's transformational when you look at the number of people, the number of lives, the number of families that he has changed and touched.
He's so benevolent in so many ways. He's benevolent of his time. He's benevolent of his resources.
Bob is a giver. Bob is not a taker.
He's always been a great coach, whether it's in sports or it's in business, and he always puts together a winning team.
Greatest team builder I've ever done. Inspires people.
He's really an inspirational leader, and he sees the positive when everybody else is walking around looking at their shoelaces.
I think we all admire Bob. I admire him as a friend, but I admire him as a banker.
He's a heck of a banker, and he's done a tremendous job in the banking business.
I said, Bob, I said, what is it about banking that you really find the highlight to be? And he says, seeing other people become successful.
My first experience with Bob was really about humor and having a good time. I mean, the man loves to laugh. He loves the people around him to laugh and have a good time.
I guess we had a lot of fun doing various things. First thing we did was repo cars. So he would pick me up about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we'd go out and steal cars all night.
I think the best story he's ever told me about repoing a car. They had looked for this guy and looked for him, couldn't find him, and all of a sudden they see him and Bob says, ram him. So they ram him, and the guy hops out and comes out there raising Cain with George, and Bob hops in the 426 and took off, and they left the guy standing there.
The fella fell way behind in his boat payments, and he wasn't going to let us have the boat. He knew we were after his boat. He wasn't going to let us have his boat, so he chained it to a tree. So he decided, with that mind of his, he decided that if he got a chainsaw, he could get the boat. So Bob went out, rented a chainsaw, came back, sawed down the tree, and took the boat.
I'm so grateful that I have had the opportunity to work with Bob for over 30 years. I bought a modest little boat, and I named it Thank You, Bob, because I couldn't rename my wife, so I could only perhaps name my boat.
It's a fun thing. I've worked for him basically for 42 years, and really, when I think back, I've been laughing for about 38 of those 42 years.
He could have been a stand-up comedian. He could have been anything he wanted in the world, and thank goodness he decided to hang around in Hampton Roads and make it a better place.
First time I went to lunch with Bob, I asked him, what's his business model? And he said, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to hire all the talent in Hampton Roads, won't be anybody left for any other bank. And I thought that, it's pretty simple, pretty direct, and he has done that.
We knew we would be a success because we had the right team. But we owe all of that to him because it was his vision that set us on the path to accomplishing that.
What you want to do in life, in business, if you want to be successful, do what Bob did. Be pushed up the ladder, don't climb it. And I think that's really what was the case with Bob, that the people that work for him so appreciated what he has done for them, with them, that he was pushed up the ladder. He never had to climb.
Bob, as you look at my face and as you hear my voice, I hope that in that you will see all the thousands of faces and voices of people in your 50 years that you've touched. For all the unseen potential that you've tapped in us, for all the many things that you've given to us, and for all the many things you've forgiven in us, on behalf of all of them, we say thank you.
So today, Bob, in celebration of 50 wonderful years, a career unparalleled in banking history, your Towne family has gotten together and established the G. Robert Aston Scholarship Fund. This fund will be used to further the education of children in the Towne family, no matter where they live. And just like the movie It's a Wonderful Life, no man is a failure who has friends. It's now time for your friends to give back to you and celebrate your success. Bob, for all you've done, we love you.
Bob, you've meant so much to this community and to me personally. 50 years has gone by quickly. I hope there's another 50.
I suppose I've told you this before. If I had to do it over again, I don't think I would change one bit of it. Thanks for the 42 years you gave me, the 50 years that you've given the public, and keep carrying on the good fight.
Thank you for all the years that I've got to work with you. Thank you for the opportunities that you've given me and my friends.
It was a real pleasure for me to be a part of your life, and I've thoroughly enjoyed every year of it and look forward to the future.
Bob Aston, it has been a marvelous run, and let's hope we've got lots more strength left in our legs to go on to bigger and better things.
You're not a changed man. You're this guy that you've always been for these, I haven't known you quite 50 years, but probably 45 or 46 of those. And that's just an honor nobody can ever take from you.
So Bob, on behalf of our entire TowneBank family, thank you for devoting 50 years to each of us, to our community, and to me personally. And everything that you've taught me, everything that you've invested in me all of the time, I'm going to continue to pass that on to our next generation of bankers.